From the beginning, Peter stood first by Christ's own spoken call. A primacy the church received and recognized by all, not invented late by Rome, nor claimed by force or fear, but taught, assumed, and practiced from the early years. When questions rose, he spoke for all and answered in their name. When lists were drawn, he stood first still, an undisputed claim. Christ prays for him, not all the 12, that his faith would not fail, and gives to him the charge to strengthen every brother's sail. The keys are placed in Peter's hand, no symbol shared or brief. And when the Lord ascends from sight, he guards the flock as chief. Not louder, not greater, but first to bear the weight of faith. The Lord himself had prayed would never fail the gate. One faith,
one flock,
one shepherd's voice,
not domination,
but a final choice. When doctrine trembled, and truth was torn, the key still turned, and the church held form. Ignatius wrote while Rome still bled, and named a presidency. The church that presides in love, he said, before all hierarchy. And Irenaeus, taught by John, through Polycarp's command, declared all churches must agree with Rome. Where Peter stands, they gathered east, they gathered west, with tempers sharp and high. Some councils taught a different Christ and called the error light. They weren't made true by numbers or by majority, but by the chair that guards the faith no other chair can be. And when the tome was finally read, the council did not fight. They rose and said what all had heard Peter has spoken through Leo's voice. Since the wound that split the seam, no Eastern council speaks for all. They gather without claiming what the fathers used to call. The closest they have come to one was summoned from this chair at Florence. East and West were called, and Rome was already there. One faith,
one flock,
one shepherd's call,
not above the church,
but serving all. When doctrine wavered, and truth was torn, the key still turned, and the church held form. Not every truth was named at once, not every seed had grown, but nothing taught would contradict what Peter once had known. The chair still stands because it served when others could not see. Not tactless PR, but history remembering fidelity. This isn't about medieval claims, it's about the first millennium. From the beginning, Peter had primacy, and the church knew it. Read the councils the church once held together, the first 7 before any schism. They don't argue about Rome's role, they assume it, they appeal to it, they depend on it, and the proof is still living. The Eastern rites did not disappear, they were never erased, they were never replaced. They stayed fully Eastern, faithfully true, Greek and Syriac in all that they do. Coptic, Armenian, ancient and whole, their rites unbroken, their prayers still hold. They did not vanish, they did not roam, they stayed in communion, united with Rome. That only makes sense if Rome's primacy was known from the start as necessity, not Latin invention, not power or crown, but order received before empires came down. So when some read councils carefully through, they don't cease being Eastern, they see what was true. They don't become Roman, don't trade who they are, they return to communion, not crossing too far, not changing their worship, their language or tone, but coming back home to the unity known. For unity never meant sameness of voice, it meant one communion, one faithful choice. The church once was whole and still longs to be one flock, one faith in charity.